Hi, good day everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Let's quickly dive into the story for today. June 2023, a deep-sea submersible vanished in the North Atlantic Ocean while descending toward the wreckage of the Titanic. On board were 5 people. Within days, the story became global news. Within hours of confirmation, the internet reacted in a way few expected. This is the story of OceanGate, the Titan submersible, and the final dive. This video is presented for educational and documentary purposes only. It discusses real events involving loss of life. No disrespect is intended toward the victims or their families. The story begins with Stockton Rush, an engineer, entrepreneur, and licensed pilot with a lifelong fascination for exploration. Inspired by science fiction and space travel, Rush dreamed not just of innovation, but of pushing boundaries that few others dared to cross. By the early 2000s, Rush shifted his focus from space to the deep ocean, a frontier that in many ways remains even less explored. In 2004, at the age of 42, he began renting private submersibles for deep-sea dives. What surprised him most wasn't the danger, it was how limited the industry was. Very few companies offered deep-sea submersible experiences. And even fewer made them accessible, at least by Rush's definition. So he decided to build his own. In 2009, Rush founded OceanGate, a company dedicated to manned deep-sea exploration. The goal was simple but ambitious: design submersibles that could take researchers and eventually private individuals deeper than ever before, at a fraction of the traditional cost. By 2016, OceanGate was already conducting dives. Using a smaller submersible, the company took tourists to explore an Italian shipwreck. The dives were successful, but Rush had a much bigger target in mind: the Titanic. Sitting roughly 12,500 feet below sea level, the Titanic is one of the most difficult and dangerous wrecks on Earth to reach. Traditional submersibles capable of reaching that depth are massive, expensive, and heavily regulated. Rush believed that system was outdated. He wanted something smaller, cheaper, more experimental. And that belief led to the creation of the Titan. The Titan submersible was unlike most deep-sea vessels. Instead of a traditional all-metal pressure hull, it used a carbon fiber and titanium composite design, a material combination rarely used at such extreme depths. Rush argued this innovation would make deep-sea travel more accessible. To reduce costs further, the Titan incorporated commercially available components. This included off-the-shelf electronics and a modified video game controller used for steering, a detail that would later draw widespread attention. While such controllers are sometimes used in marine applications, critics questioned whether they belonged in a vessel descending miles beneath the ocean. As development continued, concerns emerged from within OceanGate itself. One employee, David Lockridge, a submersible pilot and marine expert, raised serious safety issues. After inspecting the Titan, Lockridge warned that the hull design could fail under pressure and argued the vessel should undergo independent certification, specifically by the American Bureau of Shipping. Rush disagreed. He believed the certification process would slow innovation and argued that most accidents occur due to human error, not equipment failure. Shortly after raising his concerns in a formal meeting, Lockridge was terminated from the company. With internal opposition gone, OceanGate moved forward. Rush personally piloted early test dives, including manned descents to extreme depths. During at least one dive, the Titan lost communication with its surface support team for an extended period before eventually resurfacing safely. Despite these incidents, Rush remained confident. By 2021, OceanGate began offering commercial expeditions to the Titanic, charging approximately $250,000 per passenger. Participation required extreme wealth and acceptance of significant risk. Over the next 2 years, the Titan completed multiple dives. Some were successful. Others experienced technical issues, including communication failures and system malfunctions. On one occasion, passengers were trapped inside the submersible for over 27 hours after a power-related issue. Still, expeditions continued. By 2023, OceanGate had gained global media attention. And in June of that year, the Titan set out on what would become its final mission. On board were 5 people. Stockton Rush, OceanGate CEO. 2 wealthy expedition participants. A Titanic expert. And the 19-year-old son of one of the passengers. Approximately 1 hour and 45 minutes into the descent, communication with the Titan was lost. What happened next is known only through forensic analysis. Debris later recovered from the ocean floor confirmed that the Titan suffered a catastrophic implosion, a structural failure caused by overwhelming external pressure. Experts believe the implosion occurred in milliseconds, meaning the passengers likely had no time to react and experienced no prolonged suffering. There is speculation about whether the sub lost power beforehand, but investigators have stated that the implosion itself was instantaneous. All 5 passengers died immediately. When the news broke, the world watched. And then came the reaction. Across social media, the tragedy became a spectacle. Many users mocked the victims, focusing on their wealth, the risks they took, and the perceived arrogance behind the mission. Memes spread rapidly. Sympathy was often replaced with cynicism. For some, the disaster symbolized unchecked ambition. For others, it represented the dangers of ignoring expertise and regulation. And for many online, it became just another moment of viral outrage. The Titan disaster wasn't just a technological failure, it was a human one. A story about ambition colliding with reality. About innovation without limits, and about what happens when warnings are ignored in the pursuit of legacy. The deep ocean is still one of Earth's most unforgiving frontiers. And it does not care who you are or how much you believe in your own vision. Thank you for watching. If you like and want to see more videos like this, click the subscribe button. See you in my next video.